the Niners and the Commanders, and it's coming up next.
Let's go, man.
Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C.
Brandon Gunn and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And we are underway from Commanders Field. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, their young quarterback, the rookie from LSU.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second and 13. This one caught by Crowder. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Excellent effort defensively. Tackle for loss goes to Leonard Floyd.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Looking to throw. Daniels.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but Haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Purdy now to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Now Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, San Francisco.
Shotgun now with Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall.
And he goes out right around the 39. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Ayuk goes in motion. Throwing here, Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish him off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early. Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Daniels looking to throw.
Able to get away. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Purdy looking to throw. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's Purdy.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively.
We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10.
To throw is Daniels.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
First catch here by McLaurin, and he's got himself a 1st down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's Daniels. He's got a man on the comeback route. That's McLaurin.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 23.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Out of the gun, Purdy.
This is Jennings. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 3.
The slot man in motion right.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Back to throw, Purdy.
This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
2nd and a couple. Purdy will look to throw again here. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
First down, San Francisco.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
Purdy.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Ayuk goes in motion.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jennings. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hoping he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the first down.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Purdy from the gun.
And he's got it. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Purdy now to throw.
Flush to his right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Brock Purdy.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the 49ers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Jake Moody now for the point after.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Washington offense set to take over again. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Over the middle here to Brown. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the 1st quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now Purdy.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Purdy.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Looking to throw. Purdy. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. Shotgun now with Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Throwing here, Purdy.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line. So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you could almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Purdy looking to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Juwan Jennings
from 8 yards out.
And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make the score 14-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Well, another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Deebo Lenore.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. They go play action here. Purdy. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. This is caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Purdy. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Juwan Jennings with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove. They're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 21-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Washington ready to try again on offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Robinson up the middle.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. This will be caught by Brown. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
The Niners offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
He's going to use his legs here. And once again, the Commander defense stout against the run game. They drop him for his 2nd straight play. Now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Here we go on the next drive for Washington.
And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? we haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Here's Daniels. This to McLaurin out on the left side. So the completion results there in 9 yards. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To the air goes Daniels. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The Niners offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Taking on the midfield logo. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. The Commanders' offense set to take over.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And the result.
Washington has an injured player down on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. from the 24 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Quick throw complete.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Robinson is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Robinson again. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. So on 4th down, Austin Seibert on to try the Washington field goal.
This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Seibert able to knock this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Now that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here this first half.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Dobbs. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's taken to the 26. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing now is Daniels. Here's a screen for Robinson.
They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. To throw is Daniels.
And that's complete to McCaffrey. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Now Daniels. Quick slant to Crowder.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Daniels looking to throw.
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Checks this one down to Robinson.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Seibert's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
To throw is Dobbs.
That's into the hands of Pearson on the right side.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. A handoff, McCaffrey running right, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Dobbs. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing here, Dobbs. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Commanders' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as the tackle made up near the 35.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now Dobbs connects with Kittle underneath. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Ayuk goes in motion.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Completes it to Jennings. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
This is 2nd and 8.
Dobbs is throwing.
A throw left side for Pearsall is complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10.
At the 46. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs.
That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7.
Up the gut, McCaffrey.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
Looking for the out route, and he's got it. It's complete to McCaffrey.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Able to slither by. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
56 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And the tight end goes in motion left.
McCaffrey.
He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Back to throw Dobbs.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers.
A 3-yard touchdown pass as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now Moody for the PAT.
He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Well, look at Washington as they come onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Off the play fake, Daniels.
And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Here's Daniels.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
To the air goes Daniels. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Ayuk goes in motion.
Now Dobbs.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Dobbs. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's Dobbs to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
That's complete to Pearsall.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Back to throw. Dobbs. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. A give running left. It's McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Gets this one to Juszczyk.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down. Dobbs.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Dobbs. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dante Fowler able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Jake Moody for the 49ers field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now at Commanders Field.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Daniel's going to throw for it.
Being chased out left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. McCaffrey running up the middle. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Off the play fake. Here's Dobbs. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be out. Catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
On 4th down, Dobbs.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now 2nd and 9.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Shotgun now with Purdy. He's going to have the first down and more than that.
And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Niners start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth.
Boy, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
The extra point try now for Moody.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Washington offense set to take over. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
To throw is Daniels.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Play action, now it's Daniels.
This one caught by Crowder.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 3. Daniels looking to throw.
That's complete as he goes right back to Crowder. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Now Daniels. Here's a screen for Robinson.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Throwing now is Daniels.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays. But the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback, and when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The 49ers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Purdy from the gun on third down. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels on the catch. It's Crowder. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 6. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Here's Daniels. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 17. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Loose inside the 30.
Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 58 yards.
And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw, Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy from the gun.
And that's complete to McCaffrey. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Purdy looking to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Again, McCaffrey.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
Commanders 20.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Commanders' offense and Terry McLaurin headed back onto the field. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They go play action. Daniels.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Malik Collins gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. To the air goes Daniels. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Daniels going to throw for it. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Sets up the screen to Robinson. A beautiful fake. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, Daniels. To the sideline and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Daniels. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ball game.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
The Niners set to take over on offense.
And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Running left, here's Mitchell.
And down he'll go at the 25. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and 5.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.